Happy day, students. Welcome to San Academy Group of Schools, Pallikarnai, Class 9 English, Moments, Lesson 2, The Adventures of Toto. Before I proceed into the lesson, I would like to ask you some questions. Can I? The first question is, do you all like to have animals at home as pets? Yes, you do, right? What kind of animals would you like to have at home? Yes, cats, dogs, birds, and fish. Okay. Can we have monkey as a pet? No, right? May I know why? Because it cannot accustom to the human environment. Yes, today we are going to learn about the adventures of the naughty monkey Toto. What is the name of the monkey, students? Yes, you are right. The naughty monkey's name is Toto. Come, let's proceed into the lesson. This lesson, The Adventures of Toto, was written by the famous author Ruskin Bond. Now let's learn about the author. Ruskin Bond is one of India's most loved children's writer. In a writing career spanning over 6 decades, he has written over 500 short stories and novels, including the much acclaimed Room on the Roof and Vagrants in the Valley. His stories, The Blue Umbrella, A Flight of Pigeons, have also been adapted into successful Bollywood films. He received the Sahitya Academy Award in the year 1993, the Padma Shri in the year 1999, and the Padma Bhushan in the year 2014. Let's now dive into the lesson. What do you see in this picture, children? Yes, can you see a monkey hanging upside down and see his eyes? It's so naughty, right? Yes, today's lesson is about the adventures of the naughty monkey Toto. The first comes the introduction of the lesson. Keeping pets is a very popular hobby. Yes, it's a very popular hobby and it's a mind relaxing hobby also. However, when one has a baby monkey as one's pet, the experiences are bound to be very different. So having a baby monkey at home gives a different experience for everyone at home. The Adventures of Toto describes humorous episodes related to a mischievous pet monkey and the failed efforts made by its owner to give it a comfortable home. Now let's learn about the title of the lesson, why this lesson is named as The Adventures of Toto. The title, The Adventures of Toto, indicates directly at the central theme as well as at the protagonist, means the main character in the story. Who is the main character in the story? Yes, you are right. It is the naughty little monkey Toto. The story is about Toto, the pet baby monkey, and his numerous adventures. Of course, the title does not clarify who or what is Toto, but it does rouse the curiosity of the reader, which is one of the characteristics of a good title. And the short title is suitable for this story. The introduction raises your curiosity to know about Toto. Am I right, students? Okay, let's know in detail about Toto's adventure. Are you all ready? The story narrates the adventures that followed after the narrator's grandfather, who was an animal lover, bought Toto, a monkey. So, who is buying the monkey? Yes, narrator's grandfather loves to have animals, so he is buying a baby monkey named Toto. So, let's see from whom he is buying the baby monkey. Can you see in this picture the baby monkey sitting on this man's shoulder? Who is this man? He is none other than the Tonga driver. He is the person who is selling the baby monkey to grandfather, the author's grandfather, for a sum of 5 rupees. So for how much is he buying the baby monkey? He is giving 5 rupees to buy the baby monkey from the Tonga driver. Toto was pretty and looked so out of place, and the grandfather decided to add him to his private zoo. He loved to have animals at home, so he decided to buy this monkey from the Tonga driver and he wanted to add it to his private zoo at home. So, after buying it from the Tonga driver, the narrator's grandfather brought the monkey home. He was, however, afraid of his grandmother. Whose grandmother? The author's grandmother, who did not like him bringing home as many pets as he liked. He added so many animals to his zoo. Toto looked cute, but his presence was kept a secret from the narrator's grandmother because she did not like the animals being at home and she did not approve the same, and any new additions she was not ready to accept it. So after getting it from the Tonga driver, somehow grandfather managed to bring Toto into his house. He was put into a closet opening into the narrator's bedroom wall and was tied to a peg fastened to the wall. However, the naughty monkey did not stay there for long. Can monkeys stay in one place for a longer time? No, right? He tore off the ornamental wallpaper. He tore the paper that was stuck on the wall and pulled out the peg. He also pulled out the peg where he was tied to. He also tore the narrator's school blazer into shreds. You can see in the picture monkey tearing the narrator's school blazer into shreds or into pieces. See how naughty this monkey is. When the narrator's grandfather came into the room to check on the monkey, he was very shocked to see for what he had done. So Toto was put in a big cage in the servants' quarters with a tortoise, a pair of rabbits, a tame squirrel, and the narrator's pet goat already lived peacefully over there. All these animals were living peacefully there except for Toto. But the mischievous monkey troubled all these animals. On his arrival, whose arrival? Toto's arrival, he started troubling all the other monkeys in that room. The next day, grandfather was supposed to go to Sharanpur to collect his pension. Seeing the chaos created by Toto the day before, grandfather decided to take him to Sharanpur with him and he had to go to collect his pension. The narrator could not accompany his grandfather on his trip. Only grandfather went to Sharanpur to collect his pension. Can you see a bag on his shoulders? What is there in that bag? Yes, it is the baby Toto in the bag. He carried in this big canvas bag to avoid any chaos or any disturbance at home further. He and Toto made it through most of the trip without any incident. But at the railway turnstile, Toto suddenly poked his head out of the bag and scared the ticket collector. All of a sudden, the baby monkey, the baby Toto, peeped out of the bag. It could no longer stay inside the bag and he grinned, smiled at the ticket collector and the ticket collector got scared because of this. So after a few days, somehow grandfather convinced grandmother to have the baby monkey at home. So he was accepted by whom? Narrator's grandmother. And he was given a comfortable home in the stable. He was to stay there with the family donkey Nana. So he was made to stay with the donkey Nana. However, when grandfather came to the stable to make sure that Toto was comfortable, he saw poor Nana struggling because Toto had jumped on her head and bitten her ears. Even here, he could not keep quiet. He sat on Nana's shoulders and he bit Nana's ears very badly, and Nana was crying out in pain. So, after the incident with the donkey Nana, they did not know what to do with the baby monkey, so they allowed Toto to roam freely in the house. What Toto liked to do, Toto loved the warm baths that grandmother prepared for him. It was a treat for him. Toto used to love what baths? Hot water baths in winter. His bath was a ritual sight. Grandmother would give him a large bowl of warm water. See how he is enjoying his bath. Toto would first test its temperature with his hand. Then he would step into it gradually, one foot after other. He would sit comfortably with water up to his neck and rub soap all over himself with his hands or feet. So he used to take bath like human beings because he has seen the narrator's grandfather and the narrator taking bath with the soap and water the same way he followed and took bath. One day Toto almost boiled himself alive while trying to bath. He saw a large kitchen kettle left on the fire to boil for tea. He removed the lid and found the water warm enough for bath. He got in with his head sticking out from the open kettle. A little while later, the water began to boil, and Toto raised himself out, but sat down again since it was cold outside. He did not want to come out, neither he could not stay inside nor come out because it was cold outside. He hopped up and down many times till grandmother came and took out a half-boiled Toto from the kettle. So who came to Toto's rescue? Grandmother came and switched off the stove and took out the Toto from the kettle. You know what happened one day? Grandmother had prepared a tasty pulao and Toto wanted to taste the food. So he got onto the table and started eating the food that was kept on the table, which annoyed grandmother and narrator's aunt. So they were not ready to proceed further eating the food. Grandmother's irritation irritated the Toto a lot. Toto got angry and he threw a plate on grandmother who had screamed on him. Why did he throw the plate? Because grandmother screamed on Toto for sitting on the table and having food. He did not stop there. He also threw a glass of water at one of the grand narrator's aunts. He threw a glass of water on narrator's aunts also. So this incident annoyed everybody at home. Since grandmother shouted at Toto, he was very irritated and he was in a very bad mood. So he came out of the house with a plate in his hand and he sat on a jackfruit tree and he was making fun of grandmother. And and he threw the plate down with the rice and which irritated everybody at home including the grandfather. He did not know what to do with Nana. So he started thinking whether to keep Nana at home or should he send him away somewhere or should he sell him back to the Tonga driver again. So the next day, grandfather took Toto back to the Tonga driver. So he's taking back Toto to the Tonga driver again because he could not bear the nonsense or the ruckus he's creating at home. He could only sell him back for 3 rupees. He bought Toto for 5 rupees, but now he is selling it for only for 3 rupees. He did not mind about that. Let us see what the writer intends to say from this lesson. The writer intends to convey the message that baby animals look cute. Of course, all the young ones look cute, right, students? And we are tempted to keep them as pets. However, we should not get carried away by their prettiness. because each animal has its own characteristic. Each and every animal is different. Some animals, like monkeys, are very mischievous. If their nature, it's a monkey's nature to be mischievous. Nothing wrong in being like that. They can cause a lot of damage if not careful with them. If you are not being careful with the monkeys at home, see what happened at grandfather's home. It created a lot of ruckus. The same way it will create ruckus at home. So it is better not to have monkeys as pets at home. So one should not keep animals as pets unless one has adequate information and skill to train and handle them. So we should always have an in-depth knowledge of the animals and how to take care of them. Then only we should have them as pets in our house. However, animals thrive better, means they live better and they feel happy in their natural habitat. If you're going to keep them at home, they feel congested and suffocated. So it's better not to disturb the animals. Let it be happy in the natural environment. Thank you, students.